welcome to my house. And since you're here, I have something to say. So today on I Have Something to Say, we're going to be talking about independent women. Now, I know a lot of you out there, including myself, take pride in being independent. But my question for you is, can you be too independent? Now, for me, growing up in a single parent home where I saw my mother do everything, I have taken on the mindset that I could do everything. Not saying that my father wasn't in my life, because he was, but I didn't live with him. And in my home, I saw my mother cook, clean, go to work, take care of her 3 girls. You know, I grew up in a Christian home, so she was God-fearing. I didn't see men coming in and out of the house doing things for her. If a man came to repair the house, she paid for him to come. So I didn't grow up seeing a man do everything for his household, and I'm just being honest with you. So for me, I'm okay with paying my bills, paying my rent, my utilities, whatever I need done, paying for it to be done. I'm fine with that. But it becomes a problem when you get in a relationship. How many times have you independent women gotten in a relationship and you think to yourself, I might as well be by myself because this guy can't do nothing for me, or he's not moving as fast as I'd like him to move. So because we are independent, we become used to doing things on our own, getting it done. If something is broken, we make sure we get it fixed and not having to wait on someone to do it. I found that I like things to be done in my time. My time. And while I like doing things on my own, I also like when a man can take charge and I not have to ask him to do certain things and he just does it. But how many times has it been a case where I've asked a man to do something and he hasn't done it fast enough, so I find an alternative? That's not good. So I've been doing some thinking and chit-chatting with, you know, some of my friends and family, and one of the points that came up was the fact that when you are independent, it can also trigger a level of mistrust. Now, you can tell me if you believe that or not. And when we say a level of mistrust, you get to the place where, because I can do everything on my own, because I've made it on my own thus far, I can't trust someone to do it how I would want it done. Or I can't trust someone to handle it in the manner that I think it should be handled. So now you don't trust people. Is that a good thing? No. At some point, if you are single and independent and you are looking to get in a relationship, or you aspire to be in a relationship one day, you have to come to the realization that I need to know when to cut it off. Yes. Men have a thing about being in charge. Well, real men, let's make that clear. Real men like to be in charge. Real men like to be the head of their homes. And as independent women, a lot of times we have issues with submission. Ooh, submission, yes, the S word. Why do we think it's so hard to submit? I feel like if the man is doing what he should do, then it shouldn't be an issue. I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you, if I have committed to a relationship with you, I see you as someone who adds value. I see you as someone who compliments me. I see you as someone who I should be able to trust. So why can't I submit? How many of you ladies are in relationships with men, but you don't submit because you have always been independent? Ain't no man gonna tell you what to do, how to do it, and what's not. So why you need him? Really? Why? If he's supposed to be the head, and you're not prepared to submit to him, why are you together? Now, if you're married, then, you know, y'all need some counseling. You need to get yourself together to figure out how to make that work. But I'm talking about for the single ladies who are preparing to get married, be in a relationship. You need to realize that at some point I need to cut my independence off, and I need to allow the man to be the man in the relationship. Allow him to wear the pants, meaning that yes, I can handle everything on my own. Yes, I pay my bills. I can get my car fixed and all of that. But now that you're in my life, I am going to allow you to handle some of the things that I handle. I'm going to give you the opportunity to show me, in fact, that you can lead me. So I remember for me, I don't know, whenever I get in an argument with someone, something always happens to my car. And because it happens to my car, I now have to small up myself and say that, you know what, I need to call this guy. I need to call this person to get help. Now, in times before, I would be full of pride and not want to call and call my sister and tell her, send my brother-in-law, because I don't want to have to go back now and ask this man for help, because I'm Miss Independent. So now that I'm here and just talking about it and thinking back, I'm like, girl, you are silly. If you have a man in your life, you should be able to depend on him. Yes, you are independent, but I don't know about you. I like a man who can see a need, meet a need, and not feel like he can't live up to my expectations. I like a man who takes charge, who knows what he wants, and not just knows what he wants, but who knows how to maintain a relationship, how to maintain a home, how to take care of stuff. You know, one of my friends, she always says, Christina, no, she calls me friend. She says, friend, I want to be secure in my mate. And I couldn't agree with her more, because truthfully, if for the last 25, 30 years, 35 years of my life, I have been trusting God and he has been helping me to take care of myself, then my expectation is whoever God sends into my life to be a mate or to lead me should be in the position to also take care of me to a certain standard that I expect. And I don't want to be in a marriage or a relationship and have to have the burden of making sure things get done. I don't want to be in a relationship where I can't trust my spouse to handle certain things. Now, I understand that men and women, they are often reared differently, meaning that what applies to men sometimes don't apply to women in growing up. I understand all of that. But what I mean is, whoever my mate is, I would want him to be able to handle things in a manner where I don't have to go behind him to try to fix it, because truthfully that's degrading, and you emasculate the man when you do that. I don't want to have to keep checking on it to see if it was done, all of those things. I don't want to be a nag. And I find a lot of times independent women, they may not necessarily be nags, but what they do is they emasculate men by going behind them and doing something that the woman may have asked the man to do. I don't want to do that. So independence is all good. I am all for it, ladies, but you have to know when to cut it off, especially if you are single and you are interested in dating and you're looking for a life partner, you're looking for your spouse, or better yet, you're having your spouse look for you and you're positioning yourself to be found. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to learn when to cut it off. And I pray that the man who God sends you, you will be so secure in him as you are secure in Christ, that you would be free to be dependent on him. Because a lot of women, they have an issue depending on men. But at the end of the day, I always say, give them a try, tell them, teach them, let them know what you want, let them know what you expect, let them know how you like things to be, and no, it may not go that way all the time. No, it may not change right away. But if it's someone that you really are interested in, if it's someone that you have a lot of feelings for and you really want the relationship to work, I think you should say how you feel, say what you think, be tactful with it, let them know your position. And once they know your position, over time, if you don't see anything changing, then you're gonna have to make the decision as to whether or not this is a relationship that I can stay in, or if I need to move on. So ladies, gents, that's it for I Have Something to Say.